I mean, you're on this train of making America healthy again. In your opinion, what would make America healthy again?
Well, we need to figure out what's causing all of the disease. I mean, when I think about my mother's side of the family, my grandmother had 10 children. Most of them passed away in their 50s, and it was either due to heart disease or to cancer.
Wow.
What are some of the factors behind that? If you guys are getting rid of DEI and all of these programs, and you're telling me that we're no longer acknowledging people by race, then explain to me why we have a black maternal health crisis, right? We need a study on that. We need to get to the bottom of that. Don't just keep talking about the problems that we're having. Provide a solution. If black women are dying 3 times likely compared to white women giving birth to their children, somebody needs to explain to us why this is happening, and not because, like, what's the difference between me and a white woman going in and giving birth? Like,
Yeah.
let's just really have this conversation, right? And I'll give you another example. When my children were young, I had a puppy. It was a Cocker Spaniel named Coco. Well, a dog. I didn't know the dog was pregnant. Somebody had given her to me. So one day, my kids come running in the room and they're like, "Mommy, Coco's having babies. Coco having babies." So I get up and I run down to the hallway and I look at this dog and I see that she's giving birth to 6 puppies, okay? And I'm looking at 6 puppies. I got 2 of them brown. I got 2 of them black. And I got 2 of them that are white. One got brown spots and one got white spots. But they're all puppies. We're all human, regardless of our color, okay? Our body, everything is made up the same. Explain to me why black women who have been called the mother of the earth are all of a sudden dying, giving birth to one child in hospitals across America. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get involved to make America healthy. Again, I wanted to provide solutions, even with what I was talking about earlier about getting outside of the argument side of the pro-choice, pro-life, and becoming on the solution side. I was able to create policies for RFK, more choices, more life. You know, a lot of women won't feel like they need to have an abortion if they have the support and resources that they need in order to bring a child into
Yeah.
this world. So just focusing on making America healthy, making our communities healthy. And that put me kind of in the safe zone where I belong and where I need to be. It's not as much rhetoric that comes along with being affiliated with MAGA, because everybody in America deserves to be healthy, especially our mothers, especially our babies, especially our children. We deserve to live long, healthy lives that aren't cut short due to diseases that could be prevented or
Yeah.
medications that aren't healing us. I mean, let's think about Big Pharma for a minute. Let's talk about it. Am I really going to make money if you're healed?
Yeah. I need you hooked now.
I need you sick.
Yeah.
It's just like the drug dealer on the corner. As
Yeah.
long as you're addicted to crack, he stay in business.
Yeah. I mean, we're in this very, unique intersection in America, and where church and state and the Constitution and nationalism and white and black and party affiliation is all that we hear
Right.
when we turn on the television or look at social media. And is this a religious stance that you have? Is this an idea of Christian nationalism that people have affiliated you with? Or is this just, I'm just a human who wants to be a good human?
I have common sense. It's a common sense thing.
Yeah.
I experience life. No one that advocates for abortion has ever been aborted. So I'm advocating for what I've experienced in my lifetime.
That's a point now.
I know the difference between male and women, men and women. There is a difference between male and female. I have common sense, okay? I understand that there is a depopulation agenda against Black Americans. It doesn't matter what party you come from. I also understand that while we are fixated on race, none of us are paying attention to the real enemy. They'll murder a black man like MLK the same way they'll murder a white man like Charlie Kirk. Okay? We have a bigger enemy. And I think that, we are all casualties of war. I'm very disappointed in our government. since I've been involved, because I realize that a lot of people in Congress, they are party over people. And what I've been able to do since my unsuccessful run for John Lewis's seat is create two nonprofit organizations that service our community without the help of the government. So I'm in a place now where I truly believe that if we want to better our communities, that it's on us.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And I believe enough of us have made it where if we wanted to get black people to donate $1 every week, we could get 1 million black people to donate $1 a week. That's $1 million a week. Like, we are in a position where we can rebuild our own communities. We can better the lives of our own people and stop being focused on racism. Now, I'm not saying that it's not a thing, but how does it help us? Like, people are always going to be racist. And we say it's racism just because it's black or white, right? But black people treat you the same way. Everybody that I know that I love, right, that's ever been murdered, they've been murdered by somebody that looks like me, right? Yeah. And I'm not going to feel any better if you come tell me that the black man that murdered my children's father, that it wasn't him, like it was a white man. I don't know how that makes me feel better, whether they're black or white, okay? Then my first cousin, my mother's niece, she's half white, okay? Like, we're like sisters. We grew up together. Do we really hate each other? Is it really about that? We understand the history of America, but where are we right now? And like you said, everything is focused on division, because as long as we're divided over who's a Christian, who's a Muslim, they fighting over that now. As long as we divided over who Republican, who Democrat, as long as we fighting over who gay, who straight, as long as we fighting over who from the hood and who live in a better neighborhood, as long as we are divided, we will never be united. And the things that they're fighting over in Congress is really stupid, because if you ask any normal black person on the streets, right, do you want men in your bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want men playing on sports with your daughters?
With your daughter. Yeah, I don't. I mean, my nephew plays AAU basketball, and there are a couple young ladies who play, but that's just because there isn't a lot of leagues for the girls who play. But I wouldn't want there to be a girls' team, and my nephew gets to go play against some girls.
Right.
Size-wise, strength-wise, it's a very different ball game.
It is a very different ball game. And does that mean that we hate people because we don't agree? And I think that a lot of time we've gotten so caught up in being loyal to a party, that we so loyal to the party we don't even realize we're giving up our own rights. I love my son, but nigga, no, I don't want you in the bathroom with me. Okay? And I'm gonna be honest for 1 minute. Like, even raising you in our house, right? I raised 4 children in the same house, 3 boys. My daughter was the youngest. It was times we might have stayed in the 2-bedroom and only had 1 bathroom. My daughter has never been forced to be exposed to any of her brothers, any male in the house while she was in the bathroom. It's just a respect of privacy thing. So you gonna tell me that after all of these years of me raising my daughter and respecting her privacy, that I'm gonna send her to a public school?
Yeah.
And you gonna send Lil Willie in the bathroom with a big Willie?
Seriously.
To expose himself to my child?
Yeah. And
I don't know how that makes sense.
It doesn't. And I'm in total agreement. Right. Because it does not make sense. If that blessed you, trust me, you've only scratched the surface. There's so much more wisdom, truth, and transformation waiting in the full conversation. Click the link in the caption below to watch the entire interview, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode of Vaught Empowers Talks.